Well, this piece of this massive tree that I'm moving out of here looks like I've actually met the lift capacity here, just barely. I was able to get it away, but it's just not safe to move when it's this big. So what I'm gonna do is hack off a big chunk of it, probably about maybe like 20 inches of it. That way I can make a nice firewood round if I could load this thing onto the splitter. I don't know, we'll see. So with a compact tractor like the Kioti CK2610, and you're a property owner, you got, you know, 2, 3, 4 acres, whatever, maybe even, you know, more, this thing really helps out. I work full-time. I got a full-time job, and I'm trying to manage this property and get it cleared out so I can do the most with what I have. And this thing really helps out. If you work a full-time job and you only got a few hours a day to do something, you can get a lot done. You can get a lot more done than you could with just a chainsaw and a pickup truck. I'm able to haul things out of the way. Yeah, it's got its limitations, but this is easily manageable. I could just cut off 20 more inches, shave God knows how many pounds off, and then just move it back to the junk pile way over there, and then keep moving forward. This is one of the last obstacles I have before I can get to more of the manageable stuff back there. A grapple is definitely the way to go. If you're clearing or dealing any kind of log stuff, you need to have that grapple. It makes life so much easier. But we're making progress. Sorry if it's a little windy. It's kind of a pain in the neck, but we got to do with what we can. So overall, pretty darn happy. Able to get so much more done having this tractor than if I didn't. We definitely got a lot more done in a short amount of time today. So before, I mean, we hadn't even, in that last video, we hadn't even made it out to that tree, and I didn't film everything I did today, but I got a little bit more out from the front here, and then I came around the side. There was this massive tree that we knocked down, and you saw earlier how I chopped it up and just had to move it piece by piece, which is what I've done for a lot of those big logs. But I mean, before you couldn't even walk around here. But if you look, this soil right here is just black, and it's going to be awesome for growing like pasture and everything that we want to run our meat birds on. So our meat chickens are going to be in chicken tractors, and we did this last year, but we didn't have nearly as much, you know, land to kind of do it on, because none of it was cleared. But we're gonna, you know, put our seed out, and we're gonna run them on the chicken tractors. So maybe like 20 birds at a time. We're probably gonna do 2 tractors, and then just, you know, every other week process the birds and try to sell them at the local farmers market or to friends, family, whoever, just for fun, really. I mean, it's not like we're going to be really making too much money off of it or anything, but it's a hobby, you know. It's just fun to do. It's a cool skill to learn. But anyways, back to clearing land. We keep piling it up, burning it, getting rid of it, and then some of the bigger ones we put way back there. We made a massive great wall of logs. But if you want to get a tractor, I think it's a good investment for someone that wants to homestead on the side and has a full-time job, and you don't necessarily have the time to go out with a pickup truck and fill it up with tiny pieces of log and, you know, move the stuff out of here. If you're clearing land like I am, I'm kind of in like a little bit of a unique situation, but I imagine a lot of property owners have to move logs and trees that go down and move. Like if you homestead, if you get wood chips for chickens or livestock or whatever, you're gonna have to move all that stuff. And having a bucket on a tractor, you can go in, scoop it up and move it and just dump it where you need it, is definitely saves a lot of time. So I think, you know, I think it's a compact tractor is not necessarily like an overly expensive piece of equipment, and they're built to last. That's the key factor. You know, we plan on having ours for eternity. We're gonna hold on to it. We're gonna take care of it. I haven't done any maintenance on it really yet. It's at 39 hours, so probably really soon I'm gonna have to do its first oil change and do that first like 50-hour maintenance. But I might do that a little earlier. I don't know yet, but my neighbor's like, you should do it earlier. But I might do it. I don't know. What do you think? Should people get a tractor? Should people get a tractor, bud? I think people should. I think if you're trying to homestead and do all those things, I don't think it's a bad idea to have a piece of equipment like that. Time is important. You don't have a lot of it, and if you can get stuff done in a shorter amount of time because you have a great piece of equipment, I say do it. I say get a tractor.